Second overall pick, Aidan Hutchinson feels the sting of losing, and he might be ready for a 2-point stance coming this Sunday. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If this is your first time here, we talk all things about the Detroit Lions, and we make videos almost every day, so consider subscribing. We are right on the cusp of 6K. Got 48 hours to get there. 48 hours from right now is the Lions game, and I'm hoping to get there, so consider subscribing if that's your type of thing. Second overall pick, Aidan Hutchinson, really hasn't been seen too much since his game against the Washington Commanders, and that is the last game that the Detroit Lions won. They are currently on a 3-game losing streak heading into Dallas. And Aidan was a big part of the Hard Knock show, him and Malcolm Rodriguez, and he's coming from Michigan where he was kind of the standout and maybe used to a winning culture. And one of the things we talked about during the offseason when it came to Aidan Hutchinson is how would he fit in when he became a Detroit Lion, if he became a Detroit Lion, staying at home, being the hometown kid. But when you get drafted to the Detroit Lions, it's a whole different story. You usually come here, and it's like a make or break. Some people who play for the Lions, their career is never the same if they come back. Then you got standouts like Sue and others. But I think now that the hype has kind of died down for the Detroit Lions, that preseason, off-season hype, Aidan Hutchinson feels the burn and the sting of the losing record with the Detroit Lions. Now, this comes from Eric Woodyard's Twitter. Aidan Hutchinson to ESPN on Lions' tough start. I feel like people are now throwing us away and they're writing us off. So that's what a lot of these guys are used to. So I think they're just going to come together. It's never been about who's believing in us. Then he continues. It's about our belief in this locker room. I don't think much changes. Obviously, we had a lot of hype in the preseason. And I know that's died down, but we're going to keep playing ball. So welcome to the NFL, Aidan Hutchinson, and more specifically, the Detroit Lions. So let me know in the comments below, do you think that this is starting to get to Hutch? I mean, coming off his 14-sack season, Heisman Trophy candidate, it was a big deal, and now he's kind of got lost out in the losing record with the Detroit Lions. But speaking of Aidan Hutchinson and losing, maybe this change will make the Detroit Lions winners. Like I said earlier, we haven't really seen Hutch since the Washington Commanders game in week 2. And now, according to Lions Wire, Aidan Hutchinson has been working with linebacker coach Calvin Shepard. And Dan Campbell said today in his press conference that we probably will see Aidan Hutchinson in a 2-point stance. Now, in Michigan, Aidan was most dominant in the 2-point stance. You would see him coming off the edge and things like that. Now, we did draft him primarily as a defensive end, but wherever he needs to be to make a difference, to become that playmaker, is what we need to do. This comes from Lions Wire. Hutchinson has been working more with the linebackers and LB coach Calvin Shepard during the bye week and lead up to the Week 7 trip to Dallas. Shepard confirmed that Hutchinson is spending more time in a 2-point stance and standing up in a more traditional rush OLB role than the 3-point stance and tighter informational DE role the rookie has been playing. That might be great news for the Detroit Lions defense with the return of John Kaminsky and Josh Paschal making his debut, that we move Aidan Hutchinson around to a more comfortable position. Now, as long as he can make a difference, that's all I care about. So wherever he needs to be, no matter what we drafted him for, I know sometimes Micah Parsons will play a different role as well. He's a little smaller than Aidan Hutchinson, but when it comes to being productive, whatever we have to do to put him in the best position to get the most production out of him, then that's what we need to do. So let me know in the comments below also, how do you feel about the potential? Looks like we'll see Aidan standing up where he was mostly dominant in college when it came to the pass rush for the Detroit Lions, working with linebacker coach Calvin Shepard. Maybe this might be the spark that we need to get out of last place when it comes to the defense. We're going to need all the help we can get. Our defense is going to have to make stops because Dallas has a phenomenal defense, and I believe they lead the sacks. They lead the NFL in sacks so far this year. So their front seven has a ton combined. So we really got to be able to stop them and get some defensive stops, because I don't think we can just leave it all up to the offense. They're going to have their work cut out for them. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Tomorrow will be the Week 7 preview prediction for the Detroit Lions. And then Sunday, we have the live watch party that will be on this channel. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself, And as always, go Lions.